Hi, I'm Slick Steve.
And I'm Goomba.
And we're your regular gamers. And today we're going to talk about Final Fantasy VII, Disc 1 versus
Disc 2.
I'm here on behalf of Disc 1 saying that it's the more prominent disc. The disc that I remember most fondness in my younger days. Who can remember the first putting in the disc and seeing that battle scene and him, Cloud, jumping off the train and running down the street? And who can forget dressing up like a transvestite in Midgar just so you can rescue Tifa or Tifa or whatever that stupid bitch's name is? And who can also forget the good old dating Barrett, aka Mr. T, on the golden saucer? I mean, that's just, it's just pretty much the dominant disc, my good friend.
It's pretty fucked up. You know, you do get, introduced to most of the characters in the first disc. But, fucking, there's parts of the second story that you can't go with that. I'm having trouble remembering this fucking shit.
Well, that's okay, because that'll just make it easier to kick your ass in a debate, so, well, think about it. Boss fight-wise, I'd say it was much harder during the first disc, because by the time I hit disc 2, everything was just fucking easy, man. I had no problem fighting any of the mainstream bosses.
Sure, you had the fucking Demon Wall in the first disc.
Demon Wall was tough. Even the two ice bosses. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever went through, I had Vincent in my party, and I faced that ice guy, the ice and the fire guy, in Gaia's Cliffs, and the guy kept absorbing all of Vince's Limit Breaks attacks because he kept throwing them. I had no idea. It was just such a harder disc overall, I would say, because by the time you got to disc 2, your materia was just so powerful. It would just constantly, it would just be like, it would be there, But after, after Gaia's Cliffs, though, I would say it was just by that time it's so easy. I remember facing, running around doing facing the Ultima weapon. I was just like, it was like a joke, man.
Yeah, the weapons. They could have used a bit more work. I had trouble with Ruby weapon. That was definitely one of my favorite side bosses. Emerald weapon was just pretty easy, just mime Knights of the Round, which you had to go through a lot of shit to get that. Yeah,
that's another reason why I didn't like Disc 2 compared to Disc 1 was don't get me wrong, I don't like linear things, but I felt like they had a good mix of linear / side quests. But I feel like it just gave out so much more, story-wise. Disc 2 just didn't feel right to me. It just felt like, if Disc 1 was just such it was like drinking a 6-pack, and then the second 6-pack was just a really the second 6-pack was left out in the fucking warm July night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first 6-pack was all cold and crispy cool, and then the second 6-pack was all pissed on and shit on, and I don't know, man. That's what I feel.
Well, see, by the second one you had most of the vehicles, you had pretty good weapons. Not the best just yet, not the best limit breaks, but you're building up to it, and then you finally get them by disc 2, and of course some you had to wait in disc 3, but...
Well, it was sure, it was fun flying around and all, but personally, who doesn't like getting stuck with your fucking haggard-ass car mobile thing in the desert? I know I do. That was fun to me. I didn't even care if I got a flying vehicle or not. But overall, I say I win this debate.
I'd probably have to agree with you.
Well, since I won this debate, I'm gonna go pat myself on the back. Stay tuned for more videos in the coming week, where we'll be at PAX East from March 11th to March 13th. Feel free to say hi to us. Also, we'll be at Anime Boston coming up in April. Until then, I'm Slick Steve.
I'm Goomba.
And I'm Mishu.
And we're your regular gamers.